Alright, this is part 3 of the Escape from Hadrian's Wall walkthrough. And here we are.
Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in... What? What's that? Oh, heaven! My good friend, I pray you're here to help extricate me from this unfortunate situation.
Alright, so we gotta get Blaise's cage from that corner over to that corner where that's the gate. Escape. Piece of cake. If we see this actually controls that little thing over there. That's off. That gets the gears going one way, and then when I pull this way, I don't know if people can see that very well, but it shifts the gears. Anyway, that's one way, and then that's off. And then this one controls that thing over there. So you're either engaging one direction or engaging the other direction. Vertical versus horizontal movement. Anyway, we'll just get going here. Okay, that.
Oh,
Don't want to do that.
Bless you, kind stranger.
Get that out of the way and go here. I like to kind of
There must be a way to get me out.
move him up there. And get him past this cage.
I made a promise to a mother and her child I mean to keep. I must get to the chapel.
Right. This way. Now, go back.
Oh, heavens!
And we'll go vertical. Back. Oop. Vertical this way. These controls, I have to admit, are not very intuitive. I'm definitely admitting. Thought about making them more intuitive, but here we go. Go this
Lord,
way.
help me.
Go back. Move him in. I keep moving him into that little thing. Oop.
Please guide my friend here. Foolish as they seem to be. Apologies. I meant no offense. My life is in your hands, after all.
Alright, good shape here.
Oh, careful now.
The other way. Oh. There we go. And we're almost done.
Yes, that's it.
Thanks, Blaise. And
Excellent job.
thank you.
Now I think I can just reach this handle. And yes, that opens the gate.
Alright, we'll skip over the cinematic since the primary purpose of this video is to help people get past the puzzles. And this is easy. Lift this guy up. A little bit fun to play with. I said I wasn't gonna show too much stuff, but I don't know. This is a little bit fun to try to get it up as high as possible. How high can we? Slow. Okay, whatever.
You found the secret pathway.
Oh, thanks.
You continue to amaze me. Hurry below. Our journey is almost over.
Thanks, Marius. Oh, hello again.
Like many churches, this one was built on the bones of an older temple. Secrets buried for ages down here.
All right. This kind of introduces some more status effects. The vulnerable status effect. Right. Feeble when close to an unlocked enemy. So, I put him here. Right, he's feeble, so he's got strength 0, but I teleport this guy farther away, and now he's got power 3. Alright, and so, yeah. We can win. And I get another piece of paper. Alright. Hello, puppy dog. Alright, and I think this introduces another... Yep. This is the follower status. Right. So, he's feeble unless an unlocked non-follower player is close. Player golem is close. Alright. So, again, I need to move one of those dudes away. And then I can put my follower here. He's gonna have 0. But when I put him here, yeah, they both end up with 2. So the follower now has a player golem next to him, so he gets his strength. All right. Air golems. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright, now this puzzle confuses a lot of people because they come in here and they use their fire wand to burn away some of these, which looks like, oh, I'm doing the right thing. But actually, none of that is actually necessary. What we do need to do is open this chest, and the clue is this guy. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Yeah, his fingers obviously are showing what we need to do. Nope. Bam. Alright. We debated whether this puzzle was too easy, but actually with the red herring of these of those things in the middle, it's actually confusing a lot of people. Alright, we go through this claustrophobic area here. And now this puzzle is harder than it looks. These triangle puzzles are, in my mind, pretty challenging. Let's see. We got 2 teleport cards and 2 earth construction guys. These are followers, and this guy is what do you call it? Vulnerable. So let's see what we can do. I think what we need to do is we reduce her strength by moving her to a fire, right? And then we can reduce his strength. Oops, no, I meant to do teleport. Reduce his strength. So now they're down to 5. And we have a little triangle there. We can put the vulnerable fire golem here. So he's got 2, and we can put our 2 earth golems here. And since they're close to the fire golem, they've got their strength, and we're ahead, 6 to 5. So, as I say, it's a little tricky, but follows all the rules. Okay, and this just opened over here. Go down here. Hello, fellas. Alright, here's the second triangle puzzle. Also challenging, in my view. This one may, in fact, be even the more challenging one. Hold on a second. There we go. Let's see, we only got 1 teleport. And I think what we want to do is teleport the water golem onto fire. So that reduces her strength. And we have a distract. And I believe the trick is we take our non-waning guy, put him here. He's gonna be feeble because he's next to enemies, but I can still use him to distract that fire golem over there. So they're down to 4 total, and I can use my waning guys. This guy's got 3, and this guy's both follower and waning, but I'm ahead. I've got 5 to 4. Some interesting tricks there, because after the first round, the reason that worked is that my feeble guy, he was feeble before, but he was, so it's tempting to not put him there because, you know, we don't want him to be feeble, but we put him right there, let him be feeble, use him to distract, but then in the second round, he's on the fire sigil. That's the sneaky part. We attack. And there we go, get another piece of paper and a bunch of cards. Bunch of big stone steps appeared. Hello. All right. This one also confuses people. Again, I think we can burn these things up here. We may confuse certain people. Kind of a red herring. But the other thing we can do is, okay, well, we can light up these torches. We see we get different colors here. Good colors. The thing that confuses people is, what do you do? And some people think, well, maybe this is the clue. Some of the symbols might match a little. Not really. Not that one, but does this one have some matching symbols? Maybe. Not really. Not so much matching. But anyway, put those back. Those aren't the one. Here, this is the sneaky clue. And the trick is, and the hint there is like, okay, well, we got this kind of rainbow thing up top, which kind of matches this rainbow thing here. Right. So we got that rainbow action there, and that kind of matches up with this. Yeah, you can see. Okay. But you read the clue. The azure sky, azure meaning blue, melts into crimson haze, meaning red, as the sun sets over the Emerald Isle. So we got blue, then red, then green. That's the... And we need... Okay, so that blue torch casts a shadow. Let me clean this up a little bit. We need blue, red, and green. Douse too many of them. Douse them all. So the blue torch casts a shadow on that. Looks like a epsilon, sorta. I forget how to pronounce that, of course. We'll call it epsilon for the moment. And here's the epsilon cistern here. So we get the epsilon. And all right, step one complete. And the clue was blue, then red, azure sky, then crimson haze. Oops. Red over here, yes, and the cast a shadow on this. Kind of looks like a 7. The 7 is over here, I believe. Yes, there's our 7. Get the red. And then next part is the Emerald Isle. I believe green is here, if I remember my rainbow colors. And that is this Enochian, by the way. Enochian is the language here. All right, that's this cistern here. And so boom. All right, little staircase is formed, and everything's all opened up. Checkpoint complete. If you want to save electricity, turn off that torch. All right, we got another big playing field here. All right. So the way I think of this one is kind of step by step. It's like, how do we reduce the strength of our enemies? They start out with 11. I can teleport this this water golem onto fire. That reduces them by 2. And now I can teleport this fire golem from fire over to water. That reduces their strength by another 2. Then I can take one of my, this is a feeble and waning air golem. But I can still use that trick of feeble guy, distracting this strong guy over here. So now they're down to 4. We're getting there. I still got 2 guys left. Put them on these 2 remaining spots, and I call for backup on this guy. And we've got 5 to 4. We can attack. And now it's 3 to 3, but I can use my overwhelming numbers card to level up that boy, that girl, and attack. All right, we got a green gem. So that we got a lot of cards, and we have the green gem. We can't get across the way here, even if you're playing on teleport. But I've got the green gem, which is the earth gem, which allows us to pull this down. All right, and we cross. Okay. Checkpoint is complete, and here we go. All right, things are getting more and more complicated. I've got a lot of cards. My strategy on this, and I think there's maybe a couple different ways of solving this puzzle. My strategy is to, since I've got 3 feeble, I've got 3 feeble, I should say vulnerable, 3 vulnerable fire golems. I want to line them all up on one side. I think this thing is, so what I can do is, clear out some of these. If I move her here, that reduces her strength by 2. I can move another guy over here. Reduces the strength by another 1. And now I can move her over here. So I've reduced their strength to 11. That's good, and then I think that'll be enough. But I can get 2 there. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Call for backup on this guy. Now we're 8 to 11. And I've got 2 distract cards, so I can use my relatively weak fire golems to distract some strong enemy golems. And there we go, it's 6 to 5. I've used heck, All right, well, I don't know how to explain all that. We had to use a lot of cards to get to this point where we got 6 to 5, and now we can attack. And we're left with 6 to 6, and we can finish it off with the overwhelming numbers card. Power up those two guys, and bam, 8 to 6 for the win. All right, we got a couple cards, and a lot of stuff happening. I think this is, I'm gonna walk down here. This is pretty much where we're gonna end it for part 3. And, hello, buddy. Yeah, we will commence part 4, going down into this dark area on the next and the final walkthrough video. All right, thanks, and I will see you all later.